If you're not caught up, you're in the right place. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. The World Cup is down to 4 teams, and this past week had everything: controversy, heartbreak, a moment already going viral, and ticket prices doing something nobody expected. Let's get into it. We started this tournament with 48 teams. We are now down to 4. France, Spain, England, and defending champion Argentina are the last team standing. And here's the thing that makes the semifinal field so remarkable. These are the top 4 ranked teams in the entire world going into the tournament. France number 1, Argentina number 2, Spain number 3, England number 4. This is the first time in World Cup history that the 4 best ranked teams all made it to the semifinals. All the favorites survived, no upsets. The cream rose to the top. Let's go through what happened in the quarterfinals because there was a lot. And quick disclaimer before we get into this, some of these names are not easy to say. I'm going to do my best, but I apologize in advance if I butcher a few of them. France beat Morocco 2-0 in a dominant performance. Kylian Mbappe scored his 20th career World Cup goal, and Ousmane Dembélé added the second. Morocco had been one of the most exciting teams in the tournament, but France was simply a level above on the night. Spain beat Belgium 2-1, and the hero was Mikel Merino, coming off the bench again and scoring a late winner. This guy has now done that in back-to-back matches. He's Spain's super sub, and the internet loves him for it. Argentina beat Switzerland 3-1 in extra time. Switzerland actually equalized in the second half to make it 1-1, and it looked like it could go either way. Then Julian Alvarez scored in the 112th minute from outside the penalty area, a goal people are calling one of the best of the tournament. Argentina pulled away, and that was that. And then there was England versus Norway, which deserves its own section because it was wild from start to finish. England won 2-1 in extra time. Jude Bellingham scored twice and was the best player on the field. But the game is going to be remembered for something else entirely, something people are already calling the Cable of God. Here's what happened. Norway were leading 1-0 late in the first half. Their goalkeeper launched a long goal kick, and mid-flight the ball appeared to change direction. Like it hit something in the air and dropped sharply. Norway's defenders actually stopped for a moment because they thought the ball had hit one of the overhead camera cables hanging above the field. Under FIFA rules, if a ball hits an outside object like a camera wire, play is supposed to be stopped and the kick replayed. The referee didn't stop play. England picked up the loose ball, Bellingham scored, and it was 1-1. Norway's coaches immediately went to the officials. The assistant coach told the Norwegian media at halftime, before the goal, the ball hits the wire with the camera and the ball changes direction. The referee should have looked into that. FIFA later released a statement saying the smart sensor inside the official match ball detected no impact or abnormal vibration while the ball was in the air, meaning no evidence it touched the wire. FIFA said the perceived change in direction was probably just camera angles. Norway's coach wasn't convinced. He said the ball dropped down straight from heaven, and honestly, the clips online do look suspicious, but he also admitted there was nothing he could do about it now. People immediately started calling it the Cable of God, a reference to Diego Maradona's famous Hand of God goal from 1986, where he punched the ball into the net with his hand and Argentina knocked England out of the World Cup. Except now, it's 40 years later. The ball might have hit a camera wire and England knocked Norway out instead. Whether you believe FIFA's explanation or not, that clip is going to be talked about for a long time. Erling Haaland, by the way, who had been one of the best players at this entire tournament, had basically no impact on the game. 2 shots, 1 on target. Norway had chances to put the game away and didn't take them. England moves on. Now, before we get to the semifinals, let's talk about something that affects fans here in the US specifically. When the US, Mexico, and Canada all got eliminated in the round of 16, ticket prices for the remaining games dropped off a cliff. According to Ticket Marketplace data, prices for all quarterfinal games dropped roughly 50% after the 3 host nations went out. The Spain versus Belgium game in Los Angeles dropped 65%. Tickets that were going for over $3,000 before the U.S. lost dropped to around $1,100. The Norway versus England game in Miami dropped 47%. Argentina versus Switzerland in Kansas City dropped 52%. The reason is simple. Quarterfinal tickets were priced assuming the U.S. and Mexico would advance. Tens of millions of American and Mexican fans were expected to be buying those tickets. When both teams went out, that demand disappeared overnight. Even the World Cup final ticket in New Jersey dropped 24%. One sports bar CEO put it the best. He said the US and Mexico games were massive lifts for business and that price was no object for Mexican fans especially. Now he's forecasting a 50% drop in revenue on World Cup game days. If you've been thinking about going to a semifinal or the final, now might actually be the time to check prices. So here's where we are. The semifinals are Tuesday and Wednesday. France versus Spain is Tuesday in Dallas. France are currently the favorites to win the whole tournament according to the models. They have 4 superstars all in form at the same time. Spain have Lamine Yamal, their teenage superstar, and Mikel Merino coming off the bench like a cheat code. England versus Argentina is Wednesday in Atlanta. England have Jude Bellingham, who has been extraordinary. Argentina have Messi, who has 8 goals in 6 matches at this tournament and is clearly determined to go out on top. And here's the storyline everyone is watching. If Argentina beat England and France beat Spain, the final would be France versus Argentina, which is a rematch of the 2022 World Cup final, one of the greatest finals ever played, which Argentina won in a penalty shootout after coming back from 2-0 down in the second half. A rematch of that game on American soil with Messi potentially playing his last ever match, that would be one of the biggest sporting events in history. We'll find out this week. Semifinals Tuesday and Wednesday, final on July 19th at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. Alright, that's your week. Drop a comment. Who are you picking to win the World Cup? And do you think the ball hit the cable? Subscribe if you haven't already. We're back every Monday. I'll see you next week.